Okay, so I had Sam take Ryder with him in the room because he can't be part of our girl talk. This little Missy just had surgery yesterday. She got spayed. She was not doing well yesterday. She was like, wouldn't even stand up. I was a little worried about her, but she's doing so much better today. So anyways, welcome back to our channel, guys. If you're new here, my name's Jess and I usually make videos with my husband, Sam. But today I am doing a part 2 to our girl talk video because you guys loved it so much and I've had so many people asking me to do a part 2. So I just went through all the questions that you guys asked last time and kind of picked ones that I don't think I answered. If I do repeat any of them, I'm sorry. I tried to answer ones that I didn't think I already answered. So if you guys want me to talk a lot about like periods and my first time and stuff, I'll link that video down below because I answered those questions in the first one and I don't want to like repeat all that stuff too much. So if you guys want like first kiss advice, how our first time went, and like tips on your period, managing your period cramps, what products to use, all that kind of stuff, make sure you watch that video as well. I have a lot of questions. I didn't realize I screenshotted so many. But I'm just gonna pick the ones that I think are the best and we'll answer a few and see how this goes. Okay, we're gonna start off easy. Someone said, and this question was asked so much. Like I saw so many people ask this question. They want to know, how did you know Sam was the one? And that's a hard question because I feel like, I want to say like, oh, I just knew from the beginning, and I feel like in a sense you do. But then I feel like this question is more for like when you're getting close to actually getting married and that like question becomes 10 times more real and you're like asking yourself, is he the one? Because there's like a lot of weight in that and wanting to know if you're marrying the right person for you or if there's someone better. I think it just comes down to like, am I happy every day? Am I excited to see this person every day? Are they my best friend? Is this someone that I could not see my life without? And is this relationship healthy? And if you can say yes to all of those things, like don't have any cold feet. Just know like, yeah, this is my person and there's no reason to worry because you might stress yourself out just worrying about, oh my gosh, like you're getting married, this is the one, is he the one? I think just that question can be scary, but sometimes you're just like overthinking it. I overthink things a lot. And I remember like going up until like our wedding or like the week before our wedding, I like asked myself that, or I was thinking about that, like, holy crap, is this like really the person I want to marry? Because like marriage is such a serious thing. And I think that week before I was kind of like, holy crap, am I ready to actually marry this person? Like I know we've been talking about it for the last 4 years, but am I like really ready to commit to this person? And I think those questions are normal, but I will tell you, there's not been one time where I've questioned it or wondered like if it was the right thing. Like I'm so happy with Sam and I cannot wait to spend forever with him. So just trust your gut, trust those instincts. Like if you feel like there's really something that you shouldn't, or if you're feeling really nervous about it, sometimes you gotta listen to those instincts. But anyways, enough talking, let's jump to the next question. Okay, next question. How do you feel about getting married in your teens, and was there crazy change in your life after marriage? How do I feel about getting married in my teens? I like it. Like I like being able to say that I got married at 18. Like I don't think like it's a bad thing. I'm super proud that we've been able to make it work dating from 14. Like people don't think you're gonna last when you start dating that young. So like I think it's cool that we got married in our teens, and the fact that we've been able to be strong a year after. Because I say the first year is the hardest, which I don't know, we've been dating for so long that like it didn't seem that much different when we got married. I will say like the biggest change for me was just not living with my family anymore. Like that was super weird and like hard to get used to, you know, because for 18 years of your life, you just, you know, you go home to your bed. I shared a room with my sister. I was really close with my family. So, you know, going off to work and then like coming home to a place that wasn't really my home. I lived with Sam's mom and brother, and of course Sam, for like 6 months while our townhome was being built. So yeah, those first 6 months where I just went home to Sam's home, that was such a weird feeling, like not saying goodnight to them. That was so strange. And I think over time it gets easier, but that was really weird. And then we moved away over to Utah. If you guys didn't know, we were from California and we moved to Utah. And now my parents moved to Louisiana, so they're even further away now. And I think that was a crazy thing after marriage. It's just like the distance between me and my family, I feel like it can be really hard, but nothing that's like not manageable, nothing that's not normal. Like kids usually go off to college at this time and they're away from their families anyway. So whether or not I got married, I don't know if that would have like made a change drastically from like what other kids my age are going through. So I don't know, but that was like the weirdest thing for me. Okay, someone asked how to stay positive when a guy rejects me. me. So I just want to say, if someone rejects you, yes, it's gonna hurt if you really cared about them, and it might be hard to let go, but I just want to say that they're not the person for you, and you shouldn't have to feel rejected. Like, you shouldn't have to like try to talk them into dating you, and maybe that's worked for some people, but I personally feel like best case scenario, you should feel like that person wanted you and you didn't have to like fight for them to want you. I don't know, that's how I personally feel. So if someone rejects you, I say let them go. Like, they are not meant to be your person, and there's someone else out there better for you. But I will say that I kind of just said it, but like I feel like people have said like, oh, she kind of rejected me. I usually hear it this way around, where it's like the girl rejects him and he like tries harder and then they end up falling in love. So that could be it too. I would say trust your gut again, like if in the circumstances. But if this is like a player who you're kind of into and he like rejects you and didn't treat you the way you should be treated, just move on and find someone else who will treat you right and won't make you feel rejected, because those feelings are not something that you'll want to live with or try to like fight for day by day. Like, I feel like you should feel like that person wants you and chooses you, and you don't have to fight for their love. So that's my opinion on that. Okay, someone said, I use a menstrual cup and I don't know how to wash it in public if I ever have to. So I haven't ever personally actually used a menstrual cup. I tried to once, but I had like the hardest time trying to like push it up there. So if you guys have any tips for me, I don't know. I wasn't able to successfully do that. But if you're someone who already uses them, I have heard or like seen an ad or something as to how to deal with this situation. So I thought I'd help you out in case you're in the same situation. I've heard that you can just take like a water bottle with you. Like, if you're at school and you're going to the bathroom, like take your water bottle with you. So if you don't want to like go out to the sink and like rinse in the sink if there's other people there, you know, cause that's kind of gross. Take your water bottle, and then once you pull it out, like dump water on it over the toilet, and then you're good to go. You're good for round 2. So hopefully that helps. I can't say like, oh, it works great for me, but that's what I've heard. So yeah. Okay, someone asked, when is your song coming out? And I'm gonna do a little self promo here. This video is coming out the day that my Skin acoustic version drops. So if you haven't heard that, I'm gonna leave that as a link down below as well. So go check that song out. I really love that song. It talks about my self-love journey, or just trying to love who I am. The lyrics and that song in particular is just super special to me, because it's about not loving who you are, expressing how I feel about that sometimes. Like, sometimes that's just the honest truth. So sometimes it's hard to love who you are, and you wish that you loved who you saw in the mirror, and you wish you felt good enough, and that's kind of what that song's all about. So if you can relate to that, go check that out, because I think it's a song that's really special to me, and I really love the lyrics and the meaning of it. So yeah, the acoustic version that just came out today, if you have heard the other one, is like more intimate. It's a little slowed down, a more emotional version of Skin that I put out previously. So anyways, I'm rambling on. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so this kind of goes along with like what I was just talking about. Someone said, do you think you'll ever be 100% happy with your body? Because I'm not sure that I can. And I don't know, like, I feel like maybe there are people out there who 100% just like love who they are in every aspect, and I think that's incredible, and I'm so happy for you that you're able to do that, because I feel like that's like the goal. Like, if you can just like look in the mirror and just love every aspect of what you're seeing, like, go you are winning. Like, I feel like if you woke up like feeling like that, it'd just be like so motivating, and I feel like you can get close, but I don't know, maybe like 90% is like maybe like a more realistic way to want to be, because I feel like no matter what, there's always gonna be something that you wish you could change in some aspect. I think it's okay to like wish things were a little bit different, but overall I think trying to just like love who you are and the person you are, and try to work on the things that you can change, because maybe you can't, you know, change how curvy you are or change the color of your eyes, but you can change the kind of person you are and like your aspect on life, and just be like grateful for the things you do love about yourself, and be grateful for who you are, and love how you treat other people, and love the relationships that you have, love life, and all the things that are going for you. So I don't know, that's kind of a cheesy answer, but that's how I feel. Like, I feel like you can look at the positives in life and like the things that you're upset about, whether it's body image or I don't know what it is, but if you can look at the positives and feel grateful for those things, I think the things that are weighing down on you will feel less than. There's that. Okay, so the next one's probably gonna be long, and I think like I went into making this video kind of nervous just because I knew I wanted to answer this question. Someone asked, how do you deal with anxiety? I need help. And anxiety has been something that like I knew I've always like struggled with, but I don't think I realized how much it's had control over my life and a lot more aspects than I even realized were in like the anxiety category. So like one of the biggest things I struggle with, and I feel like I've talked about it quite a bit in some of our videos, is that like I cannot stand like throwing up or like people throwing up. And so like my life kind of growing up revolved around that in a way. Like just like the weirdest things. Like if I went into class, if I could pick my seat, I'd try to pick the seat like closest to where there was a trash can in case I ever needed to get sick. Or like flights, like I would always like pick the seat that's on the outside in case I need to go to the bathroom, try to pick one that's close to the bathroom. Or like if my siblings got sick, I would try to stay outside. I would like do everything I possibly, like hold my breath in the morning if I needed to go. Like my sister was sick, we shared a room, so like I would probably sleep on the couch or something. Like I would sleep outside the room, and if I needed to go in the room, I would hold my breath, like so worried about getting sick. And if I like felt sick at school, I would like make myself sick, if that makes sense. Like I would make myself super sick, and that's something I still do to this day. Like if my stomach starts to hurt, I'll start worrying about it and worrying if I am sick, and it'll make my body like physically actually sick where I'll have to like go to the bathroom, and like I'll like start shaking uncontrollably. And that's like the biggest thing like I think I've noticed in my life as to like what my anxiety's been, is like just worrying about being sick, and it physically makes me sick because I'm worried about that so often. Like in every aspect of my life, like I just always worrying about like whether or not I'm gonna throw up, which is so stupid, but like I've never been able to get over it, and it's kind of just been like a big deal for me. And then like other things I've realized just like through other people talking about their anxiety, I like didn't realize that this was something that like counted. Like I don't know if that was anxiety, but something that I totally do. And that's like I overthink everything. Like if someone says something to me, I like overanalyze it. Or like if I text someone something, I won't stop thinking about that text, wondering like, will they take that the wrong way? Did I say that right? Like, is that okay? And Sam gets probably pretty annoyed because like I will be like if he texts someone, I'm like, oh, you probably should have said that nicer. Like what if they take that wrong? And he's just like, stop worrying about it. Like stop thinking that. Like it's okay. Like they're not even gonna think twice about it. But I consume my thoughts with like worrying about things like that. I don't know. I wouldn't say like I worry about things too much like in our relationship, because I feel like Sam and I like know each other so well, but like with other people, I always worry about how things I do or say are perceived, if that makes sense. And there's like there's just like a million things. I just overthink conversations and interactions with people. I don't know, I just like dwell on it too much, which I didn't realize is a thing, but it's like that's like related to anxiety in a way, if you like just constantly are worried about things like that, which is, yeah, I don't know. But I'd say someone asked like how to like deal with it. I would say like when I'm feeling sick, I like try to like talk myself out of it. I try to say like no, like you felt fine this morning, you felt fine 5 minutes ago, like it's okay, it's just your anxiety. Or sometimes I really just have to like get up and walk around and get my mind off of it. Sometimes if I actually am like really nauseous from my anxiety, like I'll like do like the pressure point. Like when the producers were out here, I was like in the studio, and I don't know, I just started feeling really sick, and I just had to call someone that can get your mind off of it, kind of like just relieve your stress. Someone that does that for you is great, because that kind of takes my anxiety away, just like knowing that I can talk to him. But yeah, as far as like overthinking things in general in relation to anxiety, I don't know. So if you have any tips, let me know. I think medication can help for some people, and maybe that's something I should try, but I don't know. Any tips you guys got, let me know. Sorry I rambled on about that one for so long, but I feel like I'm forgetting things too. Like I feel like it's just been something that's affected me a lot more than I even realized, but that's okay. I know a lot of people deal with it, and we will be in it together, and it's okay. And if you guys have any tips for me, again, let me know down below. Okay, we're just gonna do a couple more questions. Someone said, how did you prepare for your honeymoon considering your religion's standard? And I think what they mean is like, if you guys don't know, Sam and I waited till marriage, and they're probably like wondering like, yeah, because of religion and like not doing anything beforehand, how did you prepare for your honeymoon? I don't know, I feel like you can't really be prepared for your first time if you never have, you know, if it's like a first. Like I don't know, how do you prepare for something that's your first time? I would say like make sure you have lube, because if it's your first time, it's not gonna happen easily, so definitely bring that for your honeymoon. So I would definitely say lube, and so some people really like vibrators. I personally have never like really been a fan. I've tried it a couple times, and I don't know, I kind of haven't really loved them. Maybe I haven't tried a good one, I don't know. But personally, I just feel like the honeymoon, if you guys, if it's your first time, it's all about just like exploring each other and learning each other. And so just don't have too high of expectations. And as far as preparation goes, maybe just like have conversations about like what you're comfortable with and like what you want to try and what you don't want to try, and how, if you want to take it slow, or you know, just have those conversations beforehand just so you guys are both comfortable, not nervous about that. But I don't know, I feel like you can't really be too prepared, and that's okay. That's like kind of the beauty of it. Okay, this one kind of goes along with the last one. Someone said, how did you find and keep the motivation to wait in this hyper-sexualized society? I would say our main motivation through all of it was just like the desire to please God and know that like that's what he like wants for us, and like we wanted to make him happy and just like obey his commandment. But I think like looking back now, like I don't think I would have waited without religion, like just being straight up honest. I think going through life, if I didn't have God and like that relationship with him and like growing up in religion and seeing like why God wants us to wait and stuff, I don't think I would have waited if I hadn't had that. But now waiting, I feel like having seen the effect it's had on our relationship now, knowing that we have waited, if I knew what I knew now back then without religion, I think it's still worth it. Like even if God wasn't in the picture, I think just like waiting with someone made it so much more special in a sense. Like when we got there and we're like, we did this and we waited and we've only been with each other, like that was so special. But I do, like I say that, but I also want to be sensitive to people that haven't waited, because it's so hard to wait, and I don't think it's like the end all. Like if that's happened, that's okay. Like you can still wait with someone and make that moment just as special. Just because something's happened, if you guys want to start waiting, like I think that's okay. Because like I've said before, Sam and I weren't perfect leading up to it. We never had sex, but we definitely weren't perfect. So I don't know, just like making that effort to say freely doing that, I think is just still super special, whether God's in the picture or not. Someone asked, have you ever had a dirty dream with someone else that's not Sam? So I have not had a dirty dream about someone else, but I did have a dream that I kissed someone else, and I woke up feeling so guilty that I told him immediately. I was like, listen, I don't know why, but I had a dream that I kissed this guy, and it's fine, it's whatever, but I just like had to admit that. Like I'm not someone who could have kept that to myself because it felt like wrong, but I have not had a dirty dream. It was like just like a kiss, and I don't even remember like why or like what the story was. Okay, someone said, do you think high school relationships actually last forever? P.S. I love you guys. Thank you, we love you too. And I think they absolutely have the potential to. Like Sam and I just found each other and we clicked, and we were each other's people, and that's just was the end of story, and we've just worked since. We've never taken a break, we've gotten along great, and it's just been like my greatest blessing just to have him in my life. Like I just am so grateful for him. But I do want to say that I wouldn't want someone to like have a relationship for like a year in high school and like want to make it work just so you could have like that high school sweetheart relationship. Like don't put the pressure on it like that. If you guys aren't good for each other, that's okay, and like there's someone else that's better, and it's okay to end that high school relationship. Like that's okay. And I'm saying that because I had dated someone in middle school and we had been together for like almost 2 years. I don't know, it's been so long. But like, even when it was like a year, I was like, well, like it'd be so cool if we stayed together since middle school. Like I want to make this work. But don't put that on there, because like don't put that pressure on it, because there could be someone way better, and if that relationship isn't good, don't hold on to like wanting to make that relationship since you were 15 or 16 work, because it's okay, and think long term you want someone who actually makes you happy. All right, last question of the video. Someone said, when are you and Sam going to start trying for kids? And I feel like we've answered this quite a bit. We also like tease in our TikToks and stuff about like maybe having like oh, like you get this, you'll have a baby, and it's mainly just kind of like jokes and whatnot. Like, but we really are both kind of on the same page about wanting to wait until we're more like 24, 25. Like that's when we think we might want to start having a family, but we'll see. Like we've only been married for a little year and a half now, maybe. So maybe that could change. Like maybe once we've been married for 3 years, maybe we'll want to like start trying sooner than we thought. But as of right now, we're happy just with our 2 dogs. She's so sweet. I love our dogs. These are my babies for now. She is just like the sweetest little girl, huh? So to answer your question, we'll probably start trying for a baby as of our plans right now, probably around like 24, 25-ish is what we've talked about. So not for a little while. I'm currently 20, so maybe ask us in 4 years. 4 years goes by. You think about high school, that was like that. So that means like we'll probably be having kids in what seems like this, which is crazy to think about. Anyways, that was my girl talk part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys want a part 3, let me know. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much. I know this one wasn't as like juicy as last time. I don't know, last time I got like really detailed about things, but I felt like I didn't want to like answer the same questions. Anyways, I hope you guys really liked this video. If you guys did, make sure you like it down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I like having these deep personal conversations with you guys. I feel like you guys really get to know me, and I get to like open up to you guys and share, I don't know, how I feel about things with you. And yeah, it's super fun. So I love you so, so much. Here's our post notification shout out for today. If you guys want one, all you gotta do is click the little bell when you subscribe so you get notified when we post, and then comment done once you've done that, and we'll pick people for our next videos. Alrighty guys, we love you, I love you, and until next time, bye. Alrighty guys, we hope you love that video. We have been working on something that we're super excited about. It's for everyone who has always wanted to be a YouTuber.
Yeah guys, we created a course on how to be a YouTuber and how we basically were successful being a YouTuber and building our channel.
And it's everything that we wish we would have known on day one that we want to help you guys out with. So if you're interested in becoming a YouTuber and need help, make sure you click that link down below because it's on sale and you don't want to miss out.